It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
And then he couldn't fire his glutes later.
Matt Hayes.
I'm not running over the Barnett Tower and heaving myself off it.
And Leon Searcy.
Now, you come across that middle, you better have some meat on your bone.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Oh, it's a gorgeous Friday out there on the First Coast. Just absolutely spectacular. It's the top of the day. It's XLP on the Superstation 1010XL. We're here. We got you for the next 2 hours. Hey, Cersei, LaSelva, Josie doing his gaffer work in Nashville, sending us videos of Jelly Roll, and the Jason Aldean one was really good. Really good. Very impressive. We got this magnificent day out there, fellas.
We do.
The sun is shining, blue skies. It makes you feel like I'd love to golf. I'd love to be out on the golf course, one of the many fantastic public courses on the First Coast. Maybe even some private courses, like, I don't know, like, say, the Ritz, where if you go to the Ritz and you're going to pay that kind of money to play at the Ritz, you got to go all the way and get the caddy. You have to. It's an absolutely bucket list type of deal, okay? The caddy, you go out there with him. He tells you what the wind looks like. He tells you the run of the green. He tells you what to watch out for. He says, watch out for this, watch out for that. Unless he doesn't do his job.
He judges the wind.
He judges the wind. Unless he doesn't do his job, then he gets yelled at least in the Memorial, where the greatest golfer in the game had a little bit of a mini meltdown.
He did.
We're going to start with this, okay?
Scottie-like.
Yes, we're going to get into football. I promise you we get into football. We're going to get into the NBA Finals because it's overreaction time in the NBA Finals, all right? We got our coach, Dave Campbell, coming up, second segment. We're going to talk to him about what in the world's going on with these looming contracts that Parker Washington and Brenton Strange and any others on the team are going to have, and what kind of tough decisions is this team going to have to make, okay? We're going to get into all that stuff. But I wanted to start with Scottie, and I wanted to get Leon on this, the professional of the group, because good Lord knows, JJ and I are not the professionals. The guy who's actually played at an elite level. Scottie Scheffler and the Memorial tournament, he's went back-to-back. He's struggling right now. He's 5 shots off the lead. Hits a ball, goes in the water, and starts blaming his caddy. Starts blaming his caddy because he didn't judge the wind correctly. And initially when I saw this, and we're going to let you hear what he said to him. Initially when I saw and heard what Scottie said, I was kind of like, what a turd. And I thought, you know what? He's kind of showing who he is right now. This is not a good look for him. Because we have this vision of Scottie as this great guy, great family man. Remember when he got pulled over when he was going to I guess it was the Open in Louisville, right? The U.S. Open?
Yeah. Yes.
And
or was it the PGA?
One of the two, whatever it was. And he got pulled over and he went to jail. And it was like, how could they do this to Scottie Scheffler?
Oh, that was here, bro, wasn't it?
No, that was in Louisville. That was in Louisville.
Okay, my bad.
So
come on, our cops would never do that.
Don't kid yourself. Louisville, 10,000 Barney Fifes, not Jacksonville.
It was at the PGA.
PGA, gotcha.
Right.
Valhalla.
So I initially thought, wow, he's kind of showing his butt. You know what I mean? He's kind of showing it a little bit. And
the longer he went, he showed it. Because, I mean, he ran it for a minute.
You want to play it?
Yeah, well, let's play it right now, then we'll get into it.
And this is 44 seconds, which I cut down from basically 2 minutes.
Absolutely flushed a 7-iron, and we get the wind wrong, and I'm in the water. I don't think you understand how frustrating that is. Like, that was a good shot. It really was. Flushed it, right the line. Wind hurting out of the right. I don't understand what I meant to do. I don't understand. I really don't. I mean, it was 5 yards short of the green, flush, because it's into off the right. Like, there's no way it could curve that much if the wind is helping us. It's so frustrating just to get this stuff wrong. I'm hitting good shots and dropping from hazards. We cannot get the wind wrong.
By the way, this is another moment when the cat's away, the mice will play, but because there's no chance in hell Joe's letting us take shots at Scottie. That's number one. Okay? No chance in hell.
That's true.
All right. So let me try to explain.
I'm here to defend Scottie.
I know you are. I know you. So let me explain what it was. The first comment, they were probably 5 feet apart. As each comment went on, he was 10, 15, 30, 50 feet away, still talking. still talking at him, raising his voice, still upset about a shot he hit. A shot he hit. All right.
He hit it well.
Now, he didn't hit it well.
He
It went in
did.
the
He
water.
said, I hit a good shot. And his caddy even said, yes, you hit a good shot. The caddy there was admitting, I didn't read the wind correctly.
Of course,
I
what,
gave
what
you
else
the wrong
is he,
club.
what else is he going to? Of course he's going
What
to
do you
admit he was
mean?
wrong.
There's caddies that can go back and forth with their guys. They know they have good. By the way, this guy worked with Bubba for a long, long time. And
Okay.
Bubba's known for sort of being combative. So
Okay.
he's got a thick skin.
He's used to is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's got a thick skin,
So the
which you
whole
have
thing
to be
is-
on tour.
So the whole thing is Scottie has won every major but the U.S. Open. The U.S. Open begins 2 days from yesterday. Where
2
is
weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Excuse me. 2 weeks. Where is the Open this year? I want to say Pennsylvania. No, it's not. No, it's not. That was where the PGA was. Anyway, he hasn't won it. Shinnecock. Nice. In fact, not only has he not won it,
This will be
last
his
year,
last tournament. He has to win to get the career.
to get the
Grand
career,
Slam.
yeah, the career Grand Slam. All right. So last year he was tied for 7. 2024 he was tied for 41st. 2023 he was tied for 3rd. His best finish is 2nd in 2022. So he's come close 3 different times, even in top 7. So he's almost there. So maybe he's getting a little frustrated. He knows next week he's not playing the Canadian Open because most of those guys don't play in that tournament. A tournament that's 1 week away from a major. Plus, it's the Canadian. Who wants to go to Canada? Seriously.
And this is like a lower level. I think the purse is only around like 10 mil.
Only.
Yeah, which is
Only 10
crazy.
only 10
But
mil.
like
10
all the
mil,
that's
elevated
it.
events now are 20 mil.
So, Leon,
Yeah.
being the professional,
Yes.
the former All-Pro NFL offensive lineman,
Mm-hmm.
did you ever have a situation where
Bro.
a player was yelling at a
Not-
coach for something he did?
No, bro. But I've dealt with whiny coordinators. All offense coordinators are whiny. All right. Every play that they call is the perfect play. You're the problem. The execution. It's never the play. You run that play into that type of defense, it's never the coordinator. It's always the player's execution. So that's what that reminded me of was Scottie. Because it's never your fault. It's the execution of it would have been flawless if you hadn't missed this block or that block or whatever. I've been in meeting rooms at Miami, in Pittsburgh. Well, not in Pittsburgh. What's the Earhart was pretty solid.
Earhart.
But in
Did
Jacksonville,
Gilbride say it was your fault?
Yes, of course.
Did Chris
It's-
Palmer say it was your fault?
Yes, he never blamed the play. He always blamed the execution of the play.
What did you guys say when he did that?
We would call him out. We would say, call a better play, or run the ball here, or don't pass on this play. Or the biggest problem that we ever have with coordinators is when they get inside the red zone, they want to be cute.
Right.
Me and Baselli used to say, run the
A
ball.
tale as old as time.
It
Yeah,
is.
they want to
Totally
be cute.
is.
We're inside the 5. You're throwing 3 passes, 3 fades.
Run the damn
Run
ball,
the damn
man.
ball. That's the only time we really got upset with coordinators. But it's never the play call. It's always the execution of it.
So when you guys bowed your back and went back at him, did they stop or did you guys go back and
No,
forth?
it's been especially if we lose the game.
Really?
If we lose the game, he blames it on the execution of the play. We take that, that's as a slight. No, bro, call a better play so we can go execute it in this particular moment. Yeah, but we only got inside it when it's like inside the 10, and we're throwing fades and back shoulder fades and run the freaking ball.
So it sounds to me, by the way, like you're siding with Scottie.
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
Because at some point, no, I'm not Scott. No, at some point, the longer the vitriol, that's a deep word. But the longer
For Scottie,
Scottie,
for the measured Scottie
Well,
Scheffler, that was vitriol. Yes.
the
Yeah,
longer,
exactly. For a guy who like doesn't curse and
Yes.
stuff like
Yes.
that, that's about as bad as it'll get
yeah,
in public.
the longer it took with the vitriol,
Right.
the more I was like, bro, when you gonna cut it? All right, enough is enough.
Right.
At some point, he gets it. He
Right.
gets it, but he's just bantering on banter.
He's frustrated.
I know, bro.
He's very frustrated.
I know he is. I
Which
know.
to me is not a good sign going into the U.S. Open, which
Yeah.
is obviously the most frustrating event for these golfers. Like every year, the U.S. Open's the one where
Brutal.
you might finish below par by like a stroke or two, the winner, maybe.
Yeah, right. They want you to suck.
Yeah,
Yes.
which I enjoy.
They want, because it's the U.S. Open, they want every one of those golfers to look like every one of us when we go out there and knock it around and like just get completely frustrated. So yeah, I would agree with that as well. By the way,
And a texter has a great point. Like, Does Scottie not know how to read the wind either?
Of course.
You know, like if he didn't think it was the right club, he could obviously audible.
He could
pull out
overrule.
something else.
He also could overrule.
Or hit it to a different area or whatever.
Right. He could also say, I'm not hitting that club. Are you crazy? It's X, Y, and Z. Yes. That's why I'm a little annoyed by it. All right. So we need to go to take a break and go to our Coach Camps. But so you said it was always like you got upset at offensive coordinators. Were defensive coordinators like that too? That they were saying?
I don't know. We have to ask.
We're going to have to ask Camps, right?
I feel like I know who he'll side with.
I do too.
The coordinators.
I do too. All right. We got a lot to get into. We're going to get in the NBA. We're going to get into some Jags talk. We're going to kind of revisit our Cersei Super League because we want to talk about the relegation phase of the Cersei Super League.
And we had to hear from Fat Tony on the way out.
Yeah, he was not happy.
Apologize.
He was not happy.
Now, once you two said Vandy's out, I
wasn't thinking about him.
All I said was he could be the next coach of Florida State. That's all I said. All right. Come back on the other side. We'll get this thing going.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. The home of the home team you grew up with.
McCardell is the Thunder and the Thunder and Lightning combination, along with Jimmy Smith. Quite a duo.
1010XL.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Northeast Florida isn't just where we work, it's our home. I'm Chris Campione, and when an accident turns your life upside down, you need a law firm that truly understands this community. At Campione Law, we treat our clients like neighbors, not case numbers, and you don't pay a dime unless we recover for you. From semi-truck accidents to medical malpractice and even workers' compensation, we handle it all. Visit CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Campione Law.
Hi, folks. Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. My wife and I and a bunch of friends just got back from the farm, and we had an incredible experience. We toured the regenerative farm, as well as the beautiful handcrafted cabins, and were treated to a fantastic farm-to-table dinner created by Congreve and Penn. Man, was it good. Well, you can learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com. And even hear my interview with farm co-founder Doug Davis to learn even more about this amazing property. That's okefarm.com.
Every flag has a story, and this is more than a tournament. I'm JJ LaSelva from The Frangie Show. Get tuned up for the World Cup on the 1010XL Soccer Show podcast with a real man's view of the beautiful game and analysis of Team USA. Assisted by Twin Peaks.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I want to thank our friends from Dailies for sponsoring our Walk-Off Charities Golf Classic, June 8th at Deer Creek Country Club. Now get this. For every fried chicken sandwich sold between now and then, Dailies will donate $1 to Walk-Off. That's right. For every single fried chicken sandwich sold between now and then, you help a young person in the community play baseball. So head to Dailies today and grab one of those delicious fried chicken sandwiches. And we'll see you at the Dailies Walk-Off Golf Classic, June 8th. Dailies. It's nicer here.
In the fight against Alzheimer's, now is the moment we've been waiting for. With new treatments emerging in the fight against Alzheimer's and dementia, now is the time for hope and action. Held in over 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for care, support, and research to fight the disease. So get out, get moving, and join the Walk to End Alzheimer's, November 7th, downtown Jacksonville. Join the movement at alz.org/Jacksonville.
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Let's go! Looking for an exciting, fun-filled evening the whole group can enjoy? Discover the thrill of Sharks football. It's fast-paced, action-packed, and full of family fun. This week, it's Christmas in June. Be one of the first 2,000 fans and receive a free hat, courtesy of Fat Cat Tattoo. Get out of the heat and into the arena. This Saturday, June 6th, kickoff, 7 o'clock, and tickets start at just $15. Wear your favorite ugly sweater, Santa hat, or any holiday gear you can find. Let's sing some carols, have some fun, and watch some exciting Sharks football. Bring the whole crew and try our family pack. Get 4 tickets and $50 in food or merchandise vouchers for only $100. Join us on the field after the game for our free autograph session, sponsored by Flight Adventure Park. Tickets start at just $15. To get yours, call 904-621-0700. That's 621-0700. Sharks football, where memories are made.
Go Sharks!
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
All right, we're back in 1010XL. It's XLP. We got our coach, Dave Campo. Bro, let me set up a scenario for you, okay? You ready?
You got it.
All right.
Yep.
Leon says, we're talking about Scottie Scheffler, who was taking a shot at his caddy because the caddy read the wind wrong. And Leon said he had a similar situation in the NFL where whenever a play wouldn't work, the offensive coordinator, he said he hated offensive coordinators because they would always say, the play works, the player didn't work. As a defensive coordinator, did you do that? Were you that type of DC?
Well, to be honest with you, I can see that. Because I didn't ever meet an official or an offensive coordinator that I really liked. But,
I knew it, Coach. I knew it.
But defensively, it's a little bit different. Offense is based on execution, whereas defense is a little bit more attitude and, want to get it done, and I can see an offensive coach thinking, okay, we called that play, they're in that defense, it ought to work. So I can see that. But from a defensive standpoint, I never went in a game. I had a safety by the name of James Washington back in the Super Bowl years, who I loved to death. But if we didn't get in an argument during the game, it wasn't a good game. And because he would do some silly crap because he knew how to play and he was on the field and all that. But at the same time, he'd get 2 interceptions in the game. So I wouldn't necessarily, we'd get in a little argument, but it wouldn't go so far as that one it looked like with Scheffler.
Right. So let me ask you this. So you danced around the question over and over, okay? Have you ever said to a player, it's not the play, it's the player?
No.
You waited a little bit there. You waited.
Good for you, Coach.
No, I didn't wait. It's a delay on your deal here. No, I will say that my whole thing was a lot more on technical things than it was, and that I can see. Him getting that excited over that thing because the caddy's job is to do those things. But as a coach, those guys are on the field. It was more about I told him to do a certain thing and he didn't do it and it didn't work. So, again, I feel for him as well because that's such a technical game.
Coach, the only time I had, I didn't mention Ron Earhart in the offensive coordinators, but essentially I have to mention him in this situation in the AFC Championship game against the Chargers. We're within the 5-yard line. He runs a draw 3 passes, and we end the game and lose it. And we were the number 1 rushing offense in the league that year. So that had to throw that out there, Coach.
But you know how I feel about running the football inside the 20. I'd be burned up too if you had 3 passes in there.
Okay, bro. We were talking earlier this week about the looming contracts on this club. I mean, it's important. Number one, it's Parker Washington, who, if he has a big season, you're seeing receivers getting paid nice chunks of cash. All right. I think Brenton Strange also, if he has a good season, he's also a guy that there's a possibility he's going to earn a lot of money. Okay. Now, this franchise proved this past offseason that they weren't afraid to let 2 critical pieces through their formula, at least in production, go. In Devin Lloyd and Etienne. Or I guess it's A-Chain now. So my question to you is, What do you do about Parker Washington? Do you try and pay him now to avoid a bigger deal, or do you let him play the season and then go to market? And the same thing really with Brenton Strange.
I really think it depends on the depth of your football team in a lot of ways. If you feel like you've got some guys developmentally that can shoulder the load, if you lose the guy, then it's a little bit of a different situation. And it also depends on what kind of, like you said, what kind of season have they put a couple seasons together? I think that's the biggest thing to me. I really look at it like, hey, Parker Washington, he's going to make money if he has a great season. There's no question about it. And I think I would lean towards keeping him. But at the same time, one of the reasons I think they took that tight end is because they feel like there's a possibility that might be some differences at the end of the year.
Now, Coach, what if BTJ has a banner year, all right, and he sees that Parker Washington got this contract? I mean, do you re-sign him as well, or do you just let him float?
Listen, at this point right now, I'm a little concerned with BTJ.
All right.
I think that comes down to, and let me. The only reason I say that is I think the kid is really talented, but there's a couple of things that I don't like. I haven't seen him make what you would call the number one receiver catches consistently.
Yeah.
And the other is when he turned that ball down inside, I lost a little bit there. So to me, Parker Washington might be more valuable in the long run.
So, all right. So we also were talking about, and this is something that we got into because Anderson said that his toughest opponent on the field, Will Anderson, the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, is Anton Harrison. And Leon was saying he might be doing it on purpose just to get in his head. But our question is this. There's some instability right now at left tackle. None of us really know the depth of the Van Lanen injury. And Liam Cohen kind of hedged around the idea of possibly getting Anton Harrison some reps at left tackle. What would you do in that situation? Would you keep Anton where he is because he could be one of the best right tackles in the league? Or do you say we need our best offensive lineman protecting our blind side, our quarterback's blind side?
Listen, if he's the best tackle, he needs to be at left. To me, it still comes down to, when you have a right-handed quarterback, you got to make sure that somebody on that side is handling things. I think that's an interesting one because, you might remember that I don't even remember who I talked to, but somebody from where he came out of college said this guy is the real deal. And then he struggled, but then last year he really came on. I think he's an outstanding athlete. I could think he could be a really good left tackle. And Van Lanen is getting a little long in the tooth, isn't he? I mean, he's not a young guy, right?
Well, it's the injury, I think, is more than anything with Van Lanen. That's the key.
Yeah.
The knee injury.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody thought that he would do what he did last year. So if Harrison continues to develop, I think you don't let him go. You get him at left tackle.
Coach, the reason why I had a problem with Will Anderson's comments towards Anton Harrison is because I'm a bit of old school. I know psychological. When you get your rivals, and I know it's the off season, and people say you're overreacting a little bit, Leon. I don't need my rivals telling me how good I am or how well I blocked against you because I already know. I know what they're trying to do. I'm not going to be a soft for me because of what he said about me. And I would just say I was a little old school, Coach, because, I couldn't imagine guys on other teams telling people how good I am. Because when you're maneuvering yourself into the season, you need to be locked in and focused and hate your rivals.
I love you, Leon. That's why I love you. That's why you were such a good player, because that's the way the really good guys that understand the league. I agree with you on that, by the way. But I do like Harrison. Let me put it that way. But I think a little bit of psychological warfare could have been coming on there.
All right, so these guys, OT days wound down. now the next thing is the mini camp. What are you telling these guys as they leave? What are you saying to them as far as, look, stay in shape, learn as much as you can, get here healthy? Well, like, what's the process now from now until mini, and then from mini until training camp?
Well, the number one thing is, obviously, those guys, you're always talking about, how it's a year-round deal. It's not just the mini camps. It's not just the OTAs, the training camp. It's year-round. So if a guy's worth his salt, you've been telling him that for a long time. Now, the number one thing to me is stay out of trouble, because when they're not around you, you're always nervous about what's going to happen, during that month they're off or whatever, because you never know what these guys can get into. But the biggest thing is, I think that this coaching staff understands what it takes. I think they're attacking all the time. I'm sure they're really grilling them and getting after them about all of those things.
Now, Coach, if you're a rookie, I wouldn't leave Jacksonville. I absolutely wouldn't. I'll get me a hotel. I'll pay for it, have my agent pay it for the next couple of weeks. I'm here working out. I'm on the field. I'm in the film room. I'm in the playbook. I wouldn't leave if I was a rookie.
Well, partially that, and I agree 100%. And I think that that's the type of players that the Jaguar coaching staff has brought in there. When they talk about, the game of football is not just all about ability. A lot of it is, consistency, accountability, discipline, character, all those things. And they've proven to me that they're looking for character guys, and they don't care necessarily what the media says about, a guy. They want this type of a guy, and that type of a guy is not leaving Jacksonville, in my opinion. And that type of guy there is going to do everything he can to get ready, it looks like.
Okay, so we hear over and over, it's just OTAs. You got to wait till the pads come on. But what can you learn from OTAs? Can you learn, like, oh, okay, this guy's a sponge. This guy picks up whatever we give him. Is it little things like that that could lead into, okay, if there's a decision coming out of training camp, this guy will pick things up quicker, or this guy is really all about the fine details? Are there things like that help coming out of OTAs?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the majority of what you're getting out of, you're really seeing what guys can do individually as much as anything. What's their, what do we have to do to develop this young man to be a factor in the off season? But it's really big on the mental part, because what we tried to do, and again, times have changed. I don't know exactly what goes on in those meeting rooms and stuff. But I can tell you, we tried to put in as much stuff as we could to see what guys could handle during that OTA period of time. Many times, and ours was a little longer back in the day.
Right.
We tried to get everything in and then redo it again in training camp, and you really find out what a guy can do mentally. So mental is as big a situation there as the physical part is.
Okay. You are, being the Paisan that you are, I should say, and being the Connecticut, the Central Connecticut graduate, right? Central Connecticut graduate that you are.
Yeah.
Are you a Knicks fan?
I'm all New York.
All New York. So you are a Knicks fan then?
Yankees.
Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Brooklyn Nets, Brooklyn Dodgers.
New
York Giants.
No. The Mets are the Giants of the old baseball.
What do you think about
all the way there?
What do you think about Aaron Judge's injury? Are you worried?
I'm nervous, real nervous, because when they start saying, well, we got to wait for the doctor's opinion and this, that, the other thing, listen, they don't stay out of the lineup very long if they are not really hurt. So I'm nervous. But in answer to your question, though, Matt, I'm not a big NBA fan necessarily, but I am a New York fan.
Are you watching the finals?
I had to give up the Giants. I'll watch the finals. Absolutely, that's the only thing I watch, really.
All right, bro. Listen, enjoy your weekend. We appreciate you breaking it down for us.
Yeah, I love it. Been 2 weeks before I was on. I felt I was missing something. Look forward to it.
All right, brother. We love
All
you.
right, Coach.
I love you guys. See you later.
All right, man. That's Camps, our coach, the man, the legend. Love that dude. All right, so we need to go to break. We're going to come back and get into the NBA, and I want to get into it's the classic overreaction situation right now because in our pre-show meeting, Lean and I and JJ were talking about this. We're at the point right now where Jalen Brunson can become, excuse me, one of the greatest Knicks players of all time if he leads them to a championship. Meanwhile, Wemby, who was the king, the next king, the coronation might be slowed down just a tad if he crawls in the fetal position and the Spurs tank this thing. Come back on the other side, we'll get into it.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Get ready for PGA Tour champions to return to Hammock Beach Golf Resort and Spa for the 2026 Constellation Furyk and Friends, October 9th to 11th.
Hey everyone, this is Jim Furyk. Join us this fall for world-class golf, incredible food, live music, and an unforgettable weekend on the iconic Ocean Course.
Plus, don't miss country music star Billy Currington live at the Furyk Foundation concert on Friday, October 9th. For tickets and info, visit ConstellationFurykandFriends.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Attention men and women. If you'd like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Zero Res wants to help you clean your home. Hicken here. Big summer savings. Take 25% off all services except air duct cleaning. $5.99 per system for air duct cleaning. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. It's a Florida Home AC Friday on XL Primetime. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for great deals on a tune-up and service calls.
I realized Cinderella had a lot of hair. No doubt about it. But this is rock and roll, man. This is good old-fashioned rock and roll is what this is. And not only that, we got the opportunity for you to go see Tom Kiefer, who was the lead singer and guitarist and lead guitarist too, by the way, even though he shared the role for Cinderella. JJ, hook him up, man.
Yes, I have a pair of tickets for Friday, June 12th at the Florida Theater. Visit floridatheater.com for tickets or be car number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up.
I'd go see Cinderella, Leon. I'd go see Tom Kiefer.
I'll be car number 4.
Yeah. You got a cell phone over there, gonna call.
I do. All right. I want to get into the NBA Finals. We got a couple things I want to get into before we start the second hour with some college football. It's kind of overreaction time right now in the finals, and we do this. I mean, ESPN's the king of it. But before this thing even started, I was watching the morning show, and they said, "Is it now or never for the Knicks?" the series hadn't even started, and the flag on the bottom of the screen was, "Is it now or never for Knicks?" And the day later, after they won, the flag on the bottom of the screen was, "Can the Spurs come back?" So we are an overreaction society. There's no doubt about it. However, Leon, when we were talking in the pre-show, Jalen Brunson has a chance. You know, the Knicks haven't won it since '73, despite what the governor of New York said when she said they won it in '93. He has a chance to be a legit top 5, 7. There's a lot of good players in that franchise history. Top 5, 7 player in the history of that franchise if he leads them to a championship. Because if he does lead them to a championship, it's going to be on his back, the way he's playing.
Yeah, bro, he wins a championship in New York for the Knicks, who haven't won in 53 years. He is going up the charts. His power ranking will be somewhere between 1 or 2. I don't know who the greatest Knick is all time. Maybe Willis Reed, maybe Bernard King, maybe Patrick Ewing.
Clyde the Glide.
Yeah, people say it's Clyde or Willis.
It's Clyde the Glide.
Way before I started watching, obviously.
Bro, he wins them a championship, bro. He is number 1 with a bullet.
Well, I mean,
Bill Bradley, Dave DeBusschere. I mean, they have some players, man.
I mean, for this generation, absolutely. They're going to be saying his name for a long time if he leads them to a championship.
Bernard King.
Didn't they win back-to-back?
By the way, JJ.
They won back-to-back.
Yeah, you never saw Bernard King. Bernard King was a dude.
He was.
Oh, my God.
He was.
JJ, there was one playoff series. He had multiple broken fingers, okay? So he had his fingers taped. You know how, like in the NFL, when the offensive line, when you guys tape your 2 fingers together?
Mm-hmm.
He had both hands taped like that, JJ. It was like Vulcan. And he was scoring 40 a game. It was unreal. They literally could not be stopped.
My generation's lived through some terrible Knicks teams.
Terrible
Knicks teams to where, like, Carmelo Anthony is considered like one of the greatest Knicks in my generation, which is so sad.
Anthony.
He's not a team player, was never a winner. You know, I think they might have gone to the second round one time in his whole career, and I'm including with Denver as well. So, yeah, it's been slim pickings for Knicks fans.
Even, bro, John Starks was a hell of a Knick.
John Starks was a player.
He was. John Starks was a hell of a player.
So the best Knicks team in my life,
Patrick Ewing?
94, those teams, but I was too young to really remember. But the 99 team I remember very well. And they had like Camby, Sprewell, Allen Houston, of course, and old Ewing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been really rough since then.
But that team and then the team that almost won it with
94.
With Ewing and Starks, and those teams are way more talented than this team. Way more. But this team's got a chance to win it.
You think so?
Dude.
The 99 team was not more talented than this team.
Maybe, okay.
No.
The early 90s team.
90, okay, I'll give you that.
Definitely. Like, I mean, the early 90s team just ran into Jordan. That was the problem. Every
That's
year
facts.
they ran into Jordan.
They
There's
did.
nothing they could do.
Mhm.
Well, didn't they also lose the finals to, was it Houston, or am I wrong about that?
No, Houston. Was that the OJ chase? Houston beat, who did Houston beat that year? No, they beat, no. It might have been the Knicks.
Yeah, it was the Knicks and Rockets.
Yeah, Knicks and Rockets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they interrupted it for
7-game series.
But my point is Jalen Brunson, the smallest guy in the court, could be the biggest guy on campus when this thing ends. Which, by the way, I still think this thing's going 7. He could be the legit guy that carried this franchise on his back pretty much the entire season, too. It's a hell of a story, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Only thing is he can't start slow like he did the last game, bro.
12 was he 12 or 31
he
or
was
something?
terrible. Yeah, he was terrible. But now he caught on fire, in the fourth quarter when it mattered the most.
They have nothing to lose tonight. They're playing with house money.
Yeah, they're playing house money. Yeah.
They're going to be loose, and
all the pressure's on the Spurs.
Exactly.
Game
and
twos are
I
so
can't
good,
wait to see how these young guys respond with all that pressure.
Exactly. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested to see the version of Wemby we're going to get tonight.
Because he's been known to push and do too much, try to do too much, and take it all on himself. We saw that at the end of game 1.
Yep. That's what I was going to say.
You can't do that.
And
it's a long ass series,
and we're so quick to crown the next guy in the NBA. When they beat OKC, this is the next face of the NBA.
He's going to win 1,000 titles.
What has he done? Nothing. He won. He's going to get a nice Western Conference championship ring. Okay,
and the MOP.
He's got to win the championship.
Do they call it the MVP or is it MOP now in the NBA?
It's the MVP. They give out an MVP.
He got the MVP
for
of the series,
which
of
is
the
stupid.
conference finals.
They just started doing that a few years ago.
Right. Yeah.
But it's obviously I'm one of those guys that was saying that stuff about Wemby too, and I'm still going to continue to say it just because his trajectory looks.
He's ridiculous.
It's insane.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, he's so young,
bro. But if he lets Cat guard him again,
push him around.
But shout out to Cat. He's a veteran player who's been in the league for close to 10 years.
Have you ever seen him play like that before?
Who, Cat?
Cat?
No. I mean, this run he's had in the playoffs recently, I have not seen him play like that. And
although
especially
early in his career, he was
like a shooter, though. He was really soft. He wasn't going to be the guy to go, wrestle against a guy like Wemby down there.
What's awesome is he knows
own the offensive boards in the second half of a finals game.
He knows he's got a chance to get a ring. So now you're seeing he's going all out, man. He's going balls to the wall.
Yeah, he's a way more mature player than he was.
Yeah.
So you're saying that. Who's the more desperate team?
Oh, the Spurs.
Spurs,
no
definitely.
question.
I mean, but you're talking about a Knicks team.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why
general,
I love game twos,
it's probably
man.
the Knicks. For the series, it's the Knicks because how often do they have an opportunity to win? And we were just saying Wemby will probably be in the finals at least 5 times by the end of his career if he stays healthy. That's a crazy thing to say, but I don't know. It feels about right. If you put the number of finals appearances by Victor Wembanyama, and I set the line at like 3.5.
I'd go over.
Okay.
I'd go over.
I'd go over, no question. 3.5 after this one.
I go after this one.
So like he would have to go to 4 finals.
I don't know if I go
life.
over after this one.
Not win 4, but just go to
get
4.
to him. Yeah, I don't know if I. Well, I mean, any guy who can stand on the corner of the key by the foul line and take a step to his right and roll and like get a little lay-in on the rim because he's so long. How do you stop that?
And if you go through all the elite greats, they all went to at least that. Kobe won more than that. LeBron's been to 10 or whatever.
Plus, at what point
Jordan went to 6.
Here's the scary thing. At what point does he start to get the rules, the Jordan rules? At what point does he start to they allow him to take 5 steps like they did with Giannis and with LeBron?
And I do feel like he got a pretty fair whistle game 1. I'll just say that. I don't think he was getting like a bunch of calls that other players wouldn't, but I think the refs were being pretty fair. They weren't just allowing guys to beat on him like they were in the OKC series for a couple games.
No, when you said the Jordan rule, I was thinking that the Jordan rule initially was that you got to body and bang Jordan when he comes through the. I mean, at what point?
That's what it is. That's what Jordan rules were.
At what point do these guys say, okay, this long. We're going to body and bang him every
That's
time.
what OKC and
Yeah.
Hartenstein did.
Yeah.
So let me say that if I'm Mike Brown, like
Great game
I
for
am,
Mike Brown, by the way.
yeah, I'm telling this team right now. I'm saying, boys, you got to go all out this game. This is it, man. This is where you can break their backs right here.
True.
Because they win this game, they go up 2-0. Woo!
Going to the Garden.
You go to the Garden where you could get one. You get one, you're up 3-1. You're in very good shape there, man.
I don't know, bro. This morning, I was just watching when Golden State was 3-1 against the Cavs. And
One of the best series ever.
And LeBron brought them back.
They don't have LeBron, though.
I know. Well, we crowned
That was like
Wemby.
prime LeBron.
That was prime LeBron.
Like, Wemby would have to be... I would say prime LeBron was probably like 2013-ish. That Heat run, right in the middle of that Heat run.
Right.
But that's not too far away.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Wemby's not even close to his prime.
No, but no, he's not, and he's just scratched the surface, no doubt. But
that was also against the greatest regular season team in history. I wouldn't quite put the Knicks at that either.
No. But we are also at a point, even though he's very young in his career, Wemby, we're going to see what kind of intestinal fortitude he's got. You know, this is it, man. Let's see what you got, bro, because it's all on him right now. He's got to step up, and he's got to be a strong player as well as like an athletic player.
And he's disappointed in what he did in Game 1 with himself.
Right,
Really,
and he's in front of the home fans. The place is going to be electric. That's why if I'm Mike Brown, I'm saying, boys, we just got to absolutely fight out there. And they got to. I mean, I said it before the series started. They should do hack a Shaq. Get physical with him, man.
The only problem is he shoots like 100% from the line.
I mean when he roams the back line on defense, give him a shoulder, man. Give him an elbow. Move him out of the way. Don't let him roam like that. They got to get physical with him.
We'll see.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
you got it's kind of not unlike your hands. You got physical with your hands in your game.
I did, absolutely.
That was the great equalizer.
That's why I can't hold the pencil now.
But the great equalizer for the Knicks can be get physical with that cat, man. All right, we need to go to break. We're going to come back on the other side. Stay tuned.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, the number one place to buy your next vehicle. A hot day, ice cold drinks, and smoking hot sports takes.
This is fantastic. I love it.
Get the summer feeling on Jacksonville's Summer Station, 1010XL.
Summer's almost here, and that means it's grilling season. Before you overpay at the big box stores, make a stop at Houston's Meat Company on Main Street and 295. For more than 50 years, Houston's has been Jacksonville's local butcher shop, serving up quality meat, incredible prices, and the kind of service you just can't find at a grocery chain. Steaks, burgers, chicken, ribs, whatever's on the grill this weekend, Houston's has you covered. Shop local, grill better. Make Houston's Meat Company part of your weekend tradition.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campion, Campion Law.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Hey, Googans, Hicken here, and I just want to once again give you this very simple reminder. Wear sunscreen. If you're outside a lot, bring the screen. Put some in your truck, on your boat, in your golf bag, whatever, wherever, just use it. Please. It's hot out there, and I just want you to protect yourself. I use it like it's cool because I think it is, but what's not cool, that's skin cancer. You don't want to deal with that. Go get yourself checked out. It could save your life. Go to beachesdermatology.com and schedule your appointment today. That's beachesdermatology.com.
What if your next fun day out costs just $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience, no problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
Tom McMahon is here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned First Coast business for nearly 20 years. Hurricane season is here. Don't wait for the first storm warning. Your fence is your first line of defense. Loose boards, weak posts, or damage can turn into big problems when high winds come around. Armstrong Fence Company handles repairs and builds from stadiums to backyards. Get a pre-storm fence check today. Call Armstrong Fence Company or search online. Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. If you have a school, team, or group that would benefit from a team store, you're in luck because we now offer team stores. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
What's been hurt? Heartaches come and go, and all that's left are the ones.
It's a Florida Home AC Friday on XL Primetime. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for great deals on a tune-up and service calls.
All right, that's a hairband, Val. There's no doubt. I mean, there's no doubt that's a hairband. I'm not disagreeing. But their music is much more than that. Much more than that. In fact, it's such a wonderful response to the first tickets we gave away. We got 2 more tickets, right?
We do. I have a pair of tickets to see guitarist and vocalist Tom Kiefer. Is it Kiefer? Kiefer of Cinderella. Friday, June 12th at the Florida Theater. Visit floridatheater.com for tickets. A very great venue. Love that place. Or be caller number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up. And I also have to give a little update on the last segment quickly on our Knicks talk from the greatest Knick of all time, Dan Hicken.
He's close.
Yes, he texted me incessantly during that last segment. Says his list is Willis, Clyde, Ewing, and then Brunson. Folks don't remember that Willis Reed was an MVP of the league, and Clyde was unbelievable and has the Game 7 on his resume without Willis against the Lakers. Ewing was great. He was a great Knick from the moment they won the lottery throughout his career, but sadly didn't win one championship. He did run up against Jordan and Hakeem, and he puts Bernard King ahead of Melo. He wasn't a humongous Melo fan.
I'm a little disappointed he does not have Bernard King higher. Now, Bernard King never won the NBA MVP. However, he was the Sporting News 1984 MVP, and that award, by the way, was voted on directly by NBA players.
Okay. He also says there's no way 94 and 99 is as good as this team this year.
Yeah.
And John Starks, 2 of 17 in Game 7 for the Rockets. Wanted to get that in there as well. So he doesn't look back fondly on John Starks, doesn't he?
He imploded. He imploded, bro.
He doesn't, but John Starks was a hell of a player.
He was feisty. He was low.
Golly. He and Jordan, like he bowed up with Jordan, man.
He got in his grill, bro. Yeah.
He was
he talked the talk with him too.
Yeah, those were fun teams, man. Because that's back again. This is my get off at my porch moment, and I'm sure Hicks had to have this get off his porch moment many times when talking about his Knicks of the past and the NBA of the past. That's when the game was physical. That's when it wasn't a perimeter game. It is now a perimeter game. You've got stretch fours. You've got centers shooting 3 balls. You know, in the era of Bernard King.
Bully ball, bro. You come in the paint you want. You're going to catch your elbow, hip, back, shoulder, neck.
Bully, it was a street fight.
They had enforcers. They had Anthony Mason. Who's the other cat they played with the Knicks that used to bow up?
Oakley, yes.
Yeah, Charles Oakley, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Charles Oakley and Barkley, my God, they had some legendary wars, man. Legendary. Like, let me tell you something. I don't think I've ever seen in the last few years, and it's more than a few years, in this perimeter league that we're in now, a guy with his both hands taped, looks like Vulcan, like the Vulcan high, you know, the Vulcan greeting.
Yeah.
And playing in a game and scoring 40.
No.
This is a load management era, bro.
It is. And they've softened the game up because you can't throw balls like that. Just like they made the middle of the field, you know, a lot more comfortable for wide receivers.
In the NFL, right.
Because safeties used to knock wide receivers out just for coming across.
What's this comfortable stuff, by the way? I don't understand this at all.
It's for entertainment.
It's like baseball, putting a guy on second in extra innings. What is that?
Out of all the rule changes that we had over the last 5 years, that to me is the dumbest.
Like what?
I hate it.
I don't
we
care.
need to get rid of it.
Right. Here's another thing too. I don't care that you have to use more pitchers if you use extra innings. I don't care.
Yeah, neither do I.
Who cares?
They get paid so much money, man.
Why are we making things easier for these guys? They're making millions, and we make things easier for them, Leon.
They don't have the fortitude that we had, bro. You got to remember the era we grew up in. You know, falling down the trees, getting chased by dogs.
Riding a bike uphill both ways to school.
Drinking out of the
Drinking out
hose.
of the water hose. I mean, come on now. I mean, they're not built
By the way,
like
I
this
drank out of the hose last night, actually, when I was watering plants, and I drank out of the hose, and I was like, oh! But that's also Jacksonville water, though. So
well, what, you like your water filtered?
I got to have Brita,
I do like my water Brita filtered. I do. However,
Brita's the best.
The Jacksonville water straight out of the hose or out of the faucet, it's like tastes like ass, bro.
It's because it's so close to the ocean, I think.
Because you've been cultured, bro.
I haven't been cultured. I grew up on the beach.
I always
believe our water in Melbourne was fantastic.
I've always heard that that's interesting because I always heard like the water, the closer you are to the ocean, the worse it tastes.
Dude, I grew up a block from the beach and the water was fantastic.
Maybe that's just an excuse they use in my generation after they've stepped on the water and done ungodly things to our water. Who knows? Not talking about Jacksonville specifically.
What do you think they did to the water, 30 years ago, 40 years ago when no one really looked at what they were doing to the water?
It was probably clean.
Yeah,
that was before all the plastics throwing everything in the ocean or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I got a great story real quick. I know we got to go to break. My dad used to change his oil, on our cars. He used to change his oil. This is when I was a kid, like when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. He'd take the oil and he would pour it around the fence line. In other words, there's no such thing as like returning your oil to a depository where that's
just in the dirt.
He would pour it in the dirt along the fence line, and I always thought. Now I look back, I'm thinking, my God, what did that do to the water table, man?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm dealing with. Like we're dealing with now.
Right, it's his fault, right?
Yeah,
it's his generation's fault. All right, we need to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to get into a phenomenal play-by-play call from Sean McDonough last night in the NHL Finals, and we're also going to reassess and reevaluate I guess the best way to put it is in the Cersei League, the Cersei Super League that we came up with yesterday, the relegation factor in the Super Cersei League. Come on back.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
I'm the voice of the Gators, Sean Kelly, on the home of the Gators, 1010XL, Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Relive the music of Journey live at Florida Theater with Voyage, the world's premier Journey tribute band. Hear all the hits performed with stunning accuracy and arena rock energy. Experience Voyage June 11th at Florida Theater. Get tickets now at floridatheater.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Steaks sizzling, drinks flowing, friends gathered together. Your dream backyard starts with CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living. You dream it, they build it. Outdoor kitchens, fire pits, fireplaces, and more. Visit CSSFireplaces.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Today's vehicles are smarter than ever, but that also means they need more precision than ever. Features like lane assist, collision warning, and adaptive cruise control all rely on cameras, sensors, part of what's called ADAS. And if those systems are even slightly off, they might not work correctly. That's why, after certain repairs, your vehicle will need ADAS calibration. At G&H Tires and Service, they have the ADAS system, so your vehicle's safety features work the way they're supposed to. Don't guess with your safety. G&H Tires and Service. Precision that protects.
The weather is heating up, and it's time to drop a line in the water. Gear up today at Green Acres Sporting Goods, Jacksonville's fishing headquarters. From Shimano and Penn Reels to Zoom baits and much more for saltwater and freshwater fishing. They've got everything you need to land the big one. And when your gear needs work, trust their expert rod and reel repair to keep you casting like new. Stop by Green Acres today or shop online at greenacresporting.com.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay, full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Tired of changing out bad sod year after year? Get it done right with Roundtree Sod. Big or small, they have it, and always supplied farm fresh. For a lush, legendary green lawn, call 7414-SOD for a free estimate. 7414-SOD.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. Alex Kay of Bleacher Report has drawn up a list of 5 wild pitches following the head-turning Myles Garrett trade to the LA Rams. He proposes that the Jaguars send Brian Thomas Jr. to the Washington Commanders in return for a first and 6th round pick, arguing that they can afford to move him due to the presence of Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, and Travis Hunter. Right now, 84 degrees at 105, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
These gentlemen would quiet all the critics wondering where they've been if they score the game winner in overtime. Goss to spare. They score! Seth Jarvis quiets the critics and ignites the crowd.
It's a Florida Home AC Friday on XL Primetime. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for great deals on a tune-up and service calls.
Man, do I love Sean McDonough. We're getting to that right now. But first, that's more good rock and roll right there from Cinderella.
Yep, our last pair of tickets to see guitarist and vocalist Tom Kiefer of Cinderella Friday, June 12th at the Florida Theater. Visit floridatheater.com. Be car number 4 right now, 641-1010. This is our last pair. So be car number 4.
All right, so I wanted to get in this play-by-play call from Sean McDonough, who is, in my view, far and away, the best play-by-play guy in any sport, okay? It's also, by the way, that series, you want to talk about, nut-cutting time in Game 2 in the NBA Finals, the NHL Finals. The Golden Knights, the Vegas Golden Knights, stole Game 1. Probably should have won last night. Kind of an iffy call, okay? Then Carolina comes back in overtime, wins the game, salvages the split. That's going to be a war, that series. But that play-by-play, that call, that final call of the game-winning goal in overtime, just there's so many with Sean McDonough that are just elite calls. So I wanted to ask you guys about your thoughts about your favorite play-by-play guys. And on the text line, brought to you by our good friends Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. Give us not only your best play-by-play guy, again, any sport. Not only the best play-by-play guy, but his best call, because we might play a couple of them over the next hour of the show. Obviously, we're starting with Frange and, the greatest call ever. It starts there, and then we go to Sean McDonough.
Yeah, then you work yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. That's where it starts, okay? Leon, your favorite play-by-play guy?
My favorite play-by-play guy has to be in my era. I'm going to make it in my era. I like Chris Fowler in this area a little bit in college football. I think he does a great job.
I do too. Chris Fowler. I think he does a good job.
I thought you said Farley.
No, Chris Fowler, yeah.
Well, Farley too.
I love Chris Farley.
Yeah. But if I was
live in a van down by the river.
I don't know why I have that, but I do.
That's pretty cool. So Keith Jackson. I'm going to go with Keith Jackson. Keith Jackson was special. Played in a lot of big games where he was a play-by-play guy. Absolutely. Of course, his favorite thing is missed it to the right. I love that call. And I love Brent Musburger. You know why I love it? Because he clearly hated Miami.
And he did a ton of Canes wins.
Just stop it. He did not.
Yes, he did, bro. He clearly.
Why would you guys say that? Why?
I didn't say that.
I'm saying it.
I love it.
I listened to him.
You're saying it because of the Ohio State game. That's why you're saying it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that. Listen, okay, if you ever listen.
You're saying it for this one's for all the Tostitos games. Yes, you are.
Listen. If you listen in 1988, when we played Notre Dame, right? When we got in the scuffle, right?
Bro, this looks very small of you, by the way.
No, it's not small.
All right, go ahead.
Brett Musburger said, and the police had to keep Miami off of them. Go back and listen. Go back and listen to that scuffle that was in the tunnel with their players and our players in the midst of it.
Both players.
Well,
to be fair, y'all did start it.
Musburger said that the police had to keep Miami off them.
To be fair, y'all did start it.
Those are just good Catholic boys.
You're on the road.
Listen, we were trying to walk across the field.
You were trying to be the tough guy. You're on the road.
And they just happened to have their warm-ups right there.
Were you not on the road in a situation where you were trying to show you were not going to be pushed around?
No. We were letting Notre Dame know this is our house. And they didn't like it. That's the first time they ever stood up to us. So I applaud them.
Just like y'all in the Cotton Bowl against Texas, same thing. I don't care if this is Dallas. I don't care if it's an hour and a half away from Austin. I don't care if it's your spot. This is our field. Same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Home away for home. And what were the results?
41-7.
46-3. But those are my two guys.
Like as big an ass kicking that I've ever seen in a big bowl game.
No, they had it coming.
Yeah, Keith Jackson is obviously my number one. You stole that, but that's fine. I probably would say Al Michaels. I know that's not popular in Jacksonville because of what happened in the Chargers game, and just like the guy Al's been the last few years.
Terrible.
But overlook that. I mean, like, you got to overlook that. He had decades and decades and decades of greatness in every sport,
like
man.
5 or 6 straight years now of just Not good.
I thought he's been decent recently. Like, I think there's been a little bounce back.
Ugh.
But I love Al Michaels. He's always going to be the best to me. Like, it just is what it is. I'm sorry that it happened in the Jags game, but he's still the GOAT.
All right, so Lauren
what
Brooks.
about Vern?
Hang on.
What about Vern?
Hang
Vern
on.
to me is like
Vern's really
way
good.
up there.
Vern's really good. I just want to say this real quick, and we'll get back to this. Lauren Brooks just checked in. Lauren Brooks of Helmets and Heels, which, by the way, you're going to hear it coming up at 2 o'clock. She said we're being a little sexist. What about play-by-play women? And it was a little laughing emoji, but if I know LB, she's kind of half truth with that.
Like who?
I mean, there's always the legendary Pam Bowens.
Isn't it? No, I think you're mixing them up. Yeah.
No, it's Beth Mowens. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Beth Mowens.
See,
Another one is Pam.
You're trying to be
Who's
like
the other one?
nice guy, but you were
It's Beth
actually
Mowens.
unintentionally.
Who's the other one?
sexist there.
Pam. Pam is the. What's the other one? Pam.
I don't know.
It's
Pam
Beth
from
Mowens
The
and
Office?
Pam. No, they're the two like biggies. You're not a fan of Beth Mowens? huh?
No, I can't stand her.
Leon.
I'm going on the off ramp.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If it's play-by-play, I gotta
mean-
have a guy. It is what it is.
Here-
Hate me for that if you want. I don't care.
Here's what I think is interesting. Actually, is Florida and Florida State had two iconic play-by-play guys.
Yes.
Deckerhoff and Mick Huber. I mean, just big-time calls, big-time catchphrases, both of them.
For decades.
But, I mean, I would love it when Deckerhoff would go, "We knock him down." That's like the best thing ever. Nobody does that, you know? That was his shtick. Mick Huber, just all the things he did, the quarantine and tailor-made, just so good, man. Yeah, I mean, he stole that from Dick Enberg, but yeah, yes. And then they both retired the same year, and then all I can say is one word for the two replacements. Woof.
You don't like Sean Kelly?
More in motion. Manning to throw. Climbs the pocket. Wrapped up. Sack. Pulls out at the 41-yard line. Comes, sacked him. Woods jumped on it.
That's okay.
They
The clock's
ruled him down.
Game's over.
The clock's running. 4, 3, 1. Spike the ball.
I'm pretty sure two
You
comes
don't
after
think that?
three.
You don't think that was one of the the best calls from a
Hey.
huge win against Texas last year?
It's almost as bad as touchdown, Florida State, touchdown, FSU. I mean, how do you go from two of the greatest ever to do it in college football to two guys like that? And I don't think it's, they're being judged against. No, hang on. I don't think it's they're being judged against two of the greatest ever. I don't think it's that. I don't. Those two guys are just not. They just don't got it. I tried to like both of them.
That doesn't hit like
The Florida State guy's a little better. He's a little bit. I tried to like them, man, but it doesn't.
Maybe
hit.
you just need a couple more years of hearing them. That's all. It's like maybe people when Mick first took over, they didn't like Mick either.
Okay.
I don't know.
3-3-4 brings up a great point. Don't be ridiculous. Larry Munson.
Yeah, but that's like, wasn't he just local for Georgia?
Yeah, he was Georgia. Did the Georgia games.
Okay. I mean, like who?
He can still be your favorite play-by-play guy.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, we're talking about Al Michaels and freaking Keith.
Sean McDonough. Now, I mean, let's
We're
be
talking
honest.
about guys that have to do like a ton of sports on TV. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, your local radio guy is always going to be your favorite guy.
Yeah. Why don't you ask him? Let's ask the Gator fans right now. Is Sean Kelly your favorite guy? Is he
No,
your
but they're
guy?
going to say Mick.
No. I mean, right now, do you enjoy listening to Sean Kelly? If you're a Gator fan, 641-1010. The best Sean McDonough. By the way, Sean McDonough, in my view, again, it starts with Frangie, but after that, Sean McDonough. Okay, he can do anything. He could read the back of a cereal box, and I'd be like, oh yeah, and
his
hit the
voice cracks all the
State,
time,
yes,
and it doesn't even matter.
I was just bringing that up. The Michigan State call with the fumble punt and the block. Oh my God, that was. We're gonna play that coming back because that's might be the greatest call like of our generation, honestly. And it also led to the surrender cobra. Remember the dude, the kid with the surrender cobra? That was the very first surrender cobra, and then it's just all.
What's a surrender cobra?
Where you got your hands behind your head. And you're like, what
like
did
you're
I
getting
just
arrested?
see?
Oh,
yeah.
Fan reaction shot.
Yes. All right, we need to go to break. We're going to come back with that
I'm
call.
leading who?
There's been a couple of them where he's lost his voice, or his voice is cracked. All right, come back. To the
Hold
other
on.
side.
There's one real quick that we have to talk on the text line.
All
To
right.
people,
All
Bob Costas. That's a hate or love guy.
So here's the
Where
thing.
do you stand on
with Bob Costas. Here's the thing with Bob Costas. I really enjoyed him at baseball back when I liked baseball.
The playoffs
really
on
enjoyed
NBC.
him. Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yankees games.
He's a little different now. He's kind of gotten a little
does he
off.
even do anything
He's
now?
well, because you know why he doesn't? I think he was tired of it. And I think he also got a little off the range, man. He started getting into politics, and nobody wants to hear that crap. You're just here to talk
He
about
loves his monologues.
ball. Yes. But yes, to your point, baseball, when I love baseball, man, it was awesome when he was on. All right, we'll come back on the other side.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
You know what the secret of life is? One thing. Just one thing. And what's that?
1010XL. Now, the Florida Gator Report on 1010XL. Installed by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
John Summerall is setting the tone in Gainesville, beefing up the Gators' offensive line with 4- and 5-star recruits for the 27 class. The latest get for the Florida head coach, a commitment from Kennedy Jackson, a 4-star from Lithonia, Georgia, choosing the Gators over the Bulldogs and LSU Tigers. Florida now with 4 O-line commits in the top 140.
Jeff Prosser here. When you need new windows or doors, you want high-end quality without the middleman markup, and that's why I'm telling you about Cash Building Material. Same premium materials, same beautiful finishes, but at a price that actually makes sense for your home. No subcontractors, no runaround, just their own experienced crews who treat your house like it's theirs. If you want it done right, the first time, get a quote today. Thank me tomorrow. For windows and doors, search Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
When my dad tore his meniscus skiing, he was told that surgery was the only fix. But surgery meant giving up his hobbies, so we went to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. They specialize in non-invasive treatments that get you back to fighting shape. My dad got a platelet-rich plasma, or PRP injection. It took a fraction of the time to heal, and now he's back to doing what he loves.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Big personalities, bold opinions, lunch just got louder. Josie, Matt, and Leon are XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios.
Any questions? Yeah, when's lunch?
Noon to 2 on 1010XL.
If you own or manage a commercial property or HOA, one backup can quickly turn into a flooded parking lot and costly damage. Duck Rooter's VACCon team brings the equipment and experience to get the job done right. Right now, get $250 off VACCon service and make sure your storm drains are ready for heavy rain. Keep water moving where it should, away from your property.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
Ticking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
What's happening, folks? It's your main man, E.T. And if you want to witness the world's biggest soccer tournament in person, look no further than Twin Peaks. Enter the Twin Peaks Go for Gold giveaway presented by Michelob Ultra and Casamigos, and you could be one of 5 grand prize winners who gets the VIP treatment plus travel and lodging. For your chance to win unmatched views of the match, visit TwinPeaksSoccer.com to enter and choose your host city. Entries close on June 14th, so don't wait. Twin Peaks. Eat, drinks, scenic views.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
The ball comes out! The ball has come out! Derek Johnson, the all-time leading tackler in the history of the Chiefs, with a touchdown for Kansas City! Marcus Peters ripped it away from Derrick Henry. Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State's Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game. Unbelievable.
It's a Florida Home AC Friday on XL Primetime. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for great deals on a tune-up and service calls.
How does he get those Peter Brady moments? And the best part is,
all-time leading tackler in the history of the Chiefs.
Do you know what I mean by Peter Brady?
Oh,
JJ?
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Because you're a
When he
little
hits
young.
puberty and...
Peter
Yeah, I
Brady
watched
bunch.
Nick at
All right.
Night
All right.
reruns.
Those moments, man, as Trent just walked by it.
It was not happy.
Ozzy, our Michigan fan. Play it again. Sing that, man. Sing it.
Derek Johnson, the all-time leading tackler in the history of the Chiefs.
He was struggling, man. You know what's very funny about that? So that's just like a random Monday night game. The play got called back. Didn't even count.
I think the greatest part about McDonough is we've accepted that.
Yeah.
We've accepted his Peter Brady moments.
And he's still great.
He's fantastic. And now when we hear it, it's even better. Like when you hear his voice crack, you know it's like a legit moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that makes you remember stuff like forever. Forever.
I'll give you a guy. We're gonna hear him tonight as I get flicked off by Trent for the Michigan State. Mike Breen.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And we left out the greatest
NBA.
NBA of all time, Marv.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank goodness our boys in the text line. You guys are all. You guys
That was
are the
our
best,
bad.
man. Yeah, that was our bad. You guys, that's absolutely, that was a huge faux pas.
And if we're
by
going
us.
with a newer
Marv
guy, not new, but a guy who's, now doing it, who I think will be remembered, and we don't give him enough credit right now, Ian Eagle. Shout out Ian Eagle. He's never like the #1 broadcast guy, but to me, he deserves it.
His son's pretty good too.
His son's
man.
awesome.
Yeah. And
he's
really
like
good.
very young.
Yeah, he's like
20s,
20s. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
What about your Canes guy?
Joe Zagacki.
What do you think of Joe Zagacki?
Yeah, Joe's good. Absolutely.
I think Joe's good. Hey, Joe's the best guy in the state. I can tell you that.
Well, now, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen.
Joe kind of grows on you. Joe kind of grows on you.
He does. Yeah. Joe's been there since
a long time.
Yeah,
man.
bro.
He's 20 plus years.
Right.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say the thing is Joe's been through the hinterlands. Now he's finally breaking out and he's got a chance to. It's all good now,
Yeah, it's a lot more fun.
It's a lot more fun to call a team that's got a chance to win every single game, got a chance to win the national title. In fact, I might be saying it right. I might just go ahead and say it right now. All right? I might, considering the fact that we're going to talk about our Super League next segment, I might just go ahead and say this right now. If Miami doesn't win the national title this year,
here we go.
after spending, $14 million on one player in Darian Menza?
It just gets higher by 10 million. At least 5 million
every time he speaks on
the
it.
show.
With every week, it goes up a million. It goes up a million.
By the start of the season, it'll be 20.
25 million.
I will say that multiple coaches have told me it's beyond 12 million. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Sure they would, of course.
So if they don't win the national title, with all they got coming back,
there's a lot.
With maybe the best or second best wide receiver in the game, you could argue that he might be the most dynamic player in the game, Malachi. Correct?
Yeah.
You've got Fletcher.
I wouldn't argue against
You've got
it.
Fletcher, who's a big back who can get you 1,400 yards, 15, 20 tuds.
See what he's doing,
You
right?
got a quarterback in Darian Menza.
I know what he's doing.
Who's not only a really good thrower, he's also a guy that can hurt you with his legs. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
You've got a wildly fortunate schedule. Okay? You've got one game. One game at Notre Dame. You have to deal with a little.
You got Stanford week
you
one,
have to-
bro.
Yeah, you do have Stanford,
Stanford
week
week
You
one.
have to deal
That's
with
all I'm worried
a
about.
little adversity there, but you could also lose that game and still get in the playoffs.
We're not
Notre
losing
Dame
to
we're
Stanford.
talking about.
We're not losing to Stanford. We're not
All
losing
I'm
to
saying-
Notre Dame.
all
man.
I'm saying is
we're running the table.
Okay, then fine.
12
Then I'm putting it down right now. If you guys do
12-0.
not win the national title, you're underachieving.
I agree.
Yeah, but there's also teams like you could say that about Texas,
Hey,
Ohio
no,
State.
Stop. We're not getting into that. Did you hear what Leon just said?
Yeah, I know.
I just said if you don't win the national title, you're underachieving. And Circe, the Miami legend, the Miami All-American, just said.
I agree.
Yeah, he always puts the expectations up there every year.
Remember
So
when
I'm
he
not
said?
surprised.
Remember when he said they would beat Clemson by 21 and they got absolutely annihilated?
ACC
What year was that? That was like
game.
2021 or something.
Also said that Miami's going to be playing the championship at their house.
You did. You absolutely
It
did.
happened.
You absolutely did.
Mhm.
By the way, here's another one. Another one from the text line.
You said
From the
they'd
703.
win. You said they'd win, but
You did say they win.
Yeah, you know.
Mike Emmerich in the NHL. Phenomenal.
Doc Emmerich, yeah.
Phenomenal. Yes. And he's actually
I don't
I've
think
heard
he
him do-
doesn't do anymore.
I've heard him do football, and he's really good at football too. Really good.
Like the CFL?
No, like college football. He's
Oh,
really
wow.
good. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like surprisingly really good. All right. I love this talk, man. I love play-by-play guys. I mean, obviously, play the one that's let's not be ridiculous here. We need to get a shout out to the overall number one right now, right?
Who?
It doesn't get any better than how good is that?
Oh, Fringe? I got to
kidding
find a
me?
good Fringe
You
one.
gotta give us some good Fringe, because at the end of the day, we can argue about McDonough and Musburger and Emmerich.
How's that not on the shirt?
What?
How good is that? How is that not on the shirt?
He's got to shouldn't he copyright that? Or
I'm not sure how that works.
put it on a hat? Maybe Joe's hat guy can get it done for him. How good is that? That's got to be like an actual catchphrase. That could be a oh my. Years down the road, the next whatever, maybe the next Florida play-by-play guy could copy that. How good is that, right? I mean, Mick just basically stole it from Dick Enberg, and it became a household thing. All right. We're going to come back on this side. We're going to talk some college football. We're going to get back into the Cersei Super League, and we're going to explain to you how it's going to look a little bit like the Premier League. How about this for an idea, too? Come back on the other side.
XL Primetime, driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford, elite service for elite companies. Wide open and pedals sticking to the metal. The fans have risen to their feet. This Sunday at Michigan International Speedway. Holy cow, baby! NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on 1010XL.
Looking for ways to save on your JEA bill? We're on it. When it comes to your utilities, the less you use, the more you can save. That's why JEA offers ways to help you manage your usage and avoid higher than expected bills. Use our online tools to monitor your usage throughout the month. Schedule a free irrigation or energy efficiency assessment and get personalized tips to save. And with JEA rebates, you can save when upgrading to more efficient equipment. Find more ways to save at JEA.com.
Veterans have given everything in service of our country. I'm Chris Campione, and if you've been injured in an accident through no fault of your own, or dealing with the consequences of having your VA benefits denied, you deserve someone who will fight hard for you. At Campione Law, we're proud to stand up for those who have served and protect the rights that you've earned. You don't pay anything unless we win your case. Learn more at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Count on Campione Law.
Let's go! Looking for an exciting, fun-filled evening the whole group can enjoy? Discover the thrill of Sharks football. It's fast-paced, action-packed, and full of family fun. This week, it's Christmas in June. Be one of the first 2,000 fans and receive a free hat, courtesy of Fat Cat Tattoo. Get out of the heat and into the arena. This Saturday, June 6th, kickoff, 7 o'clock, and tickets start at just $15. Wear your favorite ugly sweater, Santa hat, or any holiday gear you can find. Let's sing some carols, have some fun, and watch some exciting Sharks football. Bring the whole crew and try our family pack. Get 4 tickets and $50 in food or merchandise vouchers for only $100. Join us on the field after the game for our free autograph session, sponsored by Flight Adventure Park. Tickets start at just $15. To get yours, call 904-621-0700. That's 621-0700. Sharks football, where memories are made.
Go Sharks!
Soccer fans, Michelob Ultra is going to pay somebody $90,000 to go to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final and bring the Superior Player of the Match trophy. Yes, I'm being serious right now. Got some weight to it. This is the real thing, people. Michelob Ultra, $90,000. FIFA World Cup 2026 final. You watch the match, you get the honor of carrying the Superior Player of the Match trophy. That's a soccer fan's dream come true.
Enjoy the beautiful game with a cold Michelob Ultra, the official beer of World Cup 2026.
This is Hayes Carlion for First Florida Credit Union. I went to the branch on 210 to get my car loan and had a fantastic experience. I got a great rate and was in and out. The online banking services are also outstanding. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Northeast Florida's highest-rated residential home electrical contractor is American Electrical, providing unsurpassed quality in Duval, St. Johns, Clay, and Nassau counties. No matter your electrical problem or project, large or small, American Electrical will get it done at a price that's right. High-quality electrician, that's who they are. Trusted company that's been on the First Coast for decades, proudly serving the community while being a big part of the community. Call American Electrical for all your electric needs at 737-7770. Wired right at a fair price.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Southwest Greens is the OG of artificial turf in North Florida. Stop mowing and start chipping or putting or just relaxing with a beautiful backyard, maintenance free. Log on to southwestgreensofjacksonville.com to see what they can do to your backyard.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is huge game tonight, fellas. Huge game. Both sides. Knicks can win this game and just be all in the head. Here's one concern about the Spurs. They're young. The Knicks are kind of veteran savvy. If they win this game too, man, will they implode and get swept by the Knicks? Or do you think they'll battle back this? I mean, because I know JJ was talking about this earlier. The Knicks have house money, but I don't think they're playing with house money. I think they want to annihilate this team. They go up 2-0. And you're going back to the crib. I mean, you could send this team packing if you go up 2-0 and you go back to Memphis. Wow. I mean, because you say to yourself, I got one, but I think you need to get two.
I think this thing's either going to be a blowout or it's going to be an absolute nut cutter, man. I mean, it's going to be last possession of the game because this is a chance for the Knicks to really do some damage here.
No,
really do some significant damage.
They could gut punch them if they win this game.
It would be interesting. All right, my golden moment is we missed on a critical play-by-play guy. And again, once again, thanks to our boys and girls on the text line. Y'all are the best. Gus Johnson in the NCAA tournament. Gus in football, in the college football, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Give him probably about a 6.5, 7. But Gus in the NCAA tournament, ooh, buddy.
Is that the one that says onions?
No, that's
who's that?
That's Raftery.
Oh, I like
that's
that
Raftery does the color. Gus is a little short dude, glasses.
Okay, gotcha.
JJ, you got some Gus Johnson NCAA tournament vibe for us? I think he's working on it. But that's we're talking about these play-by-play guys, and I think the key to all this is these guys are part of not only the lexicon of the sports or multiple sports they work with. They become part of who we are, like in our favorite teams, like Mick Huber and obviously any home team play-by-play guy, Deckeroff, Frangie. These are guys that, like, okay, they're part of who you are. You grow up with.
What about Pat Summerall?
Yeah, Pat Summerall's another one, man. Another one. And you kind of like, you kind of align with them. But Gus, you got Gus?
Yeah, I'll give you a Gus one. CBS, there's a 6-minute CBS video.
See, that's how good he is
on YouTube that I'm watching. But here is
Give us some
Gonzaga
Gus.
versus UCLA, Adam Morrison era.
Fireball! Inside! The freshman up! Oh, and they go in front! Rivio! Last chance to dance! Unbelievable! Oh, what a game! Unbelievable! What a game! UCLA! Unbelievable! Are you kidding me?
Adam Morrison crying.
Oh, that was a tough game for Adam Morrison, man. Never ended up doing anything in the NBA. What a great college player. That was one of the hardest endings to a game to watch. Seeing him crying on the floor like that. That was gut punch.
I'll give you one more. Here's Xavier, Kansas State.
Holloway kicks it out. Crawford,
2010.
8. Crawford's got to hurry. Up. Oh, no. He tied it. Clemente fires. And we're heading to double overtime.
So you know why Gus is good? Because Gus is like us. Gus is like us watching the tournament. Yes,
Hey,
he's like us watching the tournament. Like somebody hits a shot, we're like, oh, that's what we do, right? So that's why he's so good, man.
That was what was that game where it was Duke versus your boy, where in the tournament where UConn, yes, when he stole the ball.
Yeah,
bro. Everybody in the cigar lounge erupted like, oh, the whole time.
Right. So Gus is kind of just us, basically.
Yeah.
That's why he's so good.
Yeah.
That's why he's so good. All right, let's do a little Cersei Super League talk. Yesterday, we kind of got in this. You guys went crazy on the text line about it. I want to just revisit this part of it. Our Super League obviously is 4 divisions, 11 teams each division. We had to lop off some teams. There were some tough cuts, no doubt about it.
We had to answer to those cuts too.
We did. We had to answer to Fat Tony with that. That was not good.
Yeah, T-Mac wasn't happy either.
Right. Tommy McManus was not happy that we left Boston College out. And I kind of look, if we're really going to look at this thing in a realistic point of view, if you have a Super League, you're not going to not have a team from the Northeast. It's the television market is way too big. It just won't happen. You'll have to do that. Be it Boston College or be it, oh God, I can't even believe I'm saying this, Rutgers. You're going to have somebody from that market. So the idea that we had kind of quickly went over late yesterday because we didn't have much time, but this thing isn't set. It's just set for the here and now. Now, you guys were saying every year there can be teams moving up and down. You can be relegated.
Yeah.
I think you got to go like it's either got to be 2 years or 3 years.
Like on an average.
Yeah, because I think
hate that.
I know you do, but I think
they do that in Argentina, by the way.
You got to give these guys a chance to kind of like get into it a little bit, spend some money, understand the enormity of it. I can also see the other side of it. The other side of it is, hey, every year, man, every year, you're in or you're out. Because then that would make those relegation games. So you'd have 2 games of 4 teams at the end of your Cersei Super League, okay? And then the group of 5 would have 2 games of the top 4 teams of that league playing.
It would be way easier to follow. When you have a mathematical... See, what happened in Argentina was one of the 2... Basically, they have like a UConn and UNC, and it's River Plate and Boca Juniors. One of the teams, River Plate, was so bad they were going to get relegated, which was just unfathomable, that they changed the entire rules and were like, no, we're doing a 3-year rolling average now. Whoever finished bottom after 3 years, ended up, they get relegated anyway, like later on. But if we do that, it's a lot less exciting for the viewer because, like, if it's just every year, you know what those games mean. Now you're having to pull out the, calculator and do, if they win this,
True. Every
they
year's
have,
probably easier.
There's decibels involved, and you're like,
hang on 1 second. Are you telling me that the Argentine Soccer League,
yes,
pulled a Big Ten COVID with Ohio State saying
absolutely
they don't really need to play 6, even though we said they need to play 6?
Absolutely, that is
Did
what
they
happened.
really?
To try to save River Plate from getting relegated, they made this crazy mathematical thing, and then ended up like a year or two later, they got relegated anyway.
By the way, Indiana got hosed that year. Indiana got absolutely hosed that year. That was Tom Allen's team that should have been in the Big Ten championship game.
COVID was wild, bro.
Oh, my God. So my point with this whole relegation thing is those 4 games, the 2 at the bottom of the Cersei Super League, the 2 at the top of the group of 5, those games will be wars because you're playing to get into the Cersei Super League where you're going to make more money, more media money, right? Which is a lot like the Premier League. Same thing. Like the difference, JJ, between the Championship League and the Premier League as far as media money is ridiculous, right?
Oh, yeah. It's more than 20, 30 times.
Right, which is what this would be.
It's so significant that when a team we might think about this in our league, when a team gets relegated from the Premier League to the second division in England, they get what they're called parachute payments, which is like, hey, the Premier League's going to give you, even though you got relegated, they're going to give you money the next couple years.
So you're not cut off.
So that you can still pay your roster.
Wow.
Because think about Miami right now. Miami, how expensive their roster is. If they suddenly got relegated, you'd still have to pay those guys, but you're not getting nearly the TV revenue that you would be if you're in the Premier League.
Bro, those 4 games
would
be as big as the playoff.
It's everything.
Would be as big as the Cersei League playoff.
Oh, absolutely. You take the bottom 4 teams.
The bottom 4 from the Cersei League and the top 4 from the group of 5.
That's what you want. You want eyes on
My God, those 4 games.
So it'd be like Florida State versus UCLA. And like whoever loses gets kicked out of the whole league. Like that gives you really a reason to fire Mike Norvell instead of being like, hey, whatever, we'll just keep him around and lose this season and because we don't want to spend this money on his buyout because who cares?
Right.
Well, now you have to care because you're going to get relegated. It makes the whole season exciting for even these teams that seemingly have nothing to play for.
See, I think we'd have to also allow these teams to like sell contracts like they do in the Premier League. Like I think we'd have to allow, like if the Canes blow it, don't get in and don't finish in the top 36 of the Cersei Super League, they could sell their players to UCF moving up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Sell the contracts. Look, if we're going all pro with this thing, okay, why not do it? Why not do it?
If
Not
you're
only
going to change this drastically, you might as well.
Yes, why not do it A, the right way, financially right way, fiscally right way, and B, the way that will cause the most dynamic way of doing things to where people have to watch it. You literally have to watch
Keeps
this
the
event.
most interest for the most.
Yes. I think we might be onto something here, bro.
We might have to copyright this.
Put it in USA Today.
I can call it the Cersei Super League too, right?
Then we have it in writing, so
That's
we
true.
can really prove
That's
that we
true.
were there first.
Right. We had it first. True. All right, let's go to break and we'll wrap this thing up.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care. Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Summer is finally here, and it's time to take advantage of Zero Res's best deal of the summer. Hicken here. Don't let rising gas prices stop you from having a clean and healthy home. Zero Res is keeping comfortable, affordable, with a powerful cleaning at a price families can feel good about. Zero Res can handle every surface in your home. Carpets, tile, grout, hardwood, laminate, upholstery, rugs, air ducts, and more. Take 25% off all services except air duct cleaning. That's $5.99 per system for air duct cleaning. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Ask for the 1010XL special.
I'm local attorney Rick Alexander. In my 30 years practicing law, I've learned you never want to choose money over health. It's always a bad deal. Unfortunately, when someone screws up and you get hurt, that choice is gone. Your only choice is whether you face the future with a lawyer or without one. If you're hurt because somebody screwed up, call me at the practice. The Alexander Law Practice, 904-460-600 or alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
The 2026 schedule is here, and Jaguars football is officially back at the bench. With limited capacity this season, it's more important than ever to show up loud and create the ultimate home field advantage. From our biggest rivalries to can't-miss matchups, this is a season you won't want to miss. Single game tickets are on sale, and now's the time to lock in your seats for the games that matter most. Inventory is limited, and tickets are expected to go fast. Visit Jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
Summer break means the kids are home and your plumbing is working overtime. If something's acting up and backing up, call Duck Duck Rooter. We've got years of experience and honest pricing that's as straightforward as our fixes. With the Summer Splash Plumbing promotion, receive 1 free drain cleaning with any plumbing repair of $500 or more. Fix what's wrong, clear what's clogged, and get back to enjoying your summer.
When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. It's a Florida Home AC Friday on XL Primetime. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com for great deals on a tune-up and service calls.
All right, absolutely packed show today on XLP. Got a little bit more to go, a few minutes before we hand it over to the ladies and the gentlemen at Helmets and Heels. And then, of course, you got the lead. The lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran. I will not do Joe's whatever he does. I refuse to do that. I will not.
Rah, rah, rah.
That's just I don't know why you guys even say
Oh, you're row. What you want, rah, rah,
lame is what it is.
You know who's making a guest appearance?
Hang on. Then Baloo.
Of course.
And then Hack.
You know who has...
Hack was showing me his Hawaii pictures.
Oh, I got to see him. You know who's going to be on Hack's show tonight?
Who?
JJ LaSelva.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
First
World
appearance
Cup.
as a guest. Yes.
Nice.
Previewing the World Cup. Although I'm assuming that's what I'm doing. He asked me to come on. I actually don't know what I'm doing, but I'm assuming it's the World Cup.
Hey, man, you come on my show.
By the way,
I know it's not about Kane's recruiting. By the way, we just retook the lead over Florida after getting a 5-star from Lane Kiffin.
Florida just got a 4-star. But
Did they? So they might have overtaken us.
Yeah, defensive lineman from... I want to say like Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like
I
a big deal
respect
today.
what Summerall's been doing on the trail.
He's hitting
killing it.
Hacker, he was in here for some reason. I guess cutting a promo probably. He comes out of the building as I'm walking up and he said, "Hey man, I saw your doppelganger in Hawaii." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I got a picture of it." So he pulls out his phone.
He took a picture of a random guy.
Hang on, bro. It gets way better. He starts flipping through this thing and he shows me this picture. First off, the guy's looking down, so you really can't see his face, all right? You got to trust me, man. He looked like you. I said, "All right." He's got a full head of hair.
What?
And I said, "Hack, you know, like my head's shaved, right? I'm bald." "Yeah, I know, man, but it was like his face. It was, you know."
Which
I know,
you didn't take a picture of.
And then he goes, "I know you can't see it, but I mean, he was your doppelganger, man."
That's a classic, bro.
It's just so classic Hack. I love it. All right, we got another giveaway, and it's not Tom Kiefer in his band.
No, he might be there, though.
Yeah, he may be. Good
so
point.
I have a pair of voucher tickets to the Jumbo Shrimp to be used at any game this season. I love that they do that. The Shrimp are at home against Nashville in a 6-game series this week. But be caller number 4 right now, 641-1010, and you can use these tickets for any home game this season.
All right, JJ, give us a little shout out to Chrono real quick. Real quick.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
The Bears took a significant step toward leaving Illinois today. Board of Directors voted Thursday to advance their stadium development in Hammond, Indiana, with the exact site still to be determined. This is the first time that the Bears board has voted on any stadium site. I wonder if this next guy's ever been to Hammond, Indiana.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
I feel like this is a Fletch moment where Fletch said two of my favorite places, Provo and Utah. Tommy, have you ever been to Hammond or Indiana, for that matter?
I have been to Indiana. You know, I grew up outside of Chicago. You know what town I was born in? Arlington Heights, Illinois, where the proposed stadium is supposed to go. We used to go to the Arlington track. It was a great horse track. Fridays, dollar beers, go bet on horses. It was absolutely a great time during the summertime.
Alcohol and feeding a gambling addiction. What could be better?
It was great. Dollar beers? Are you kidding me? It was like, come on, why not? But to think that the Bears would leave the state of Illinois is despicable to me. I don't know. I know it's been done in other states. I get it. You can probably figure it out.
Right.
The only thing I know about Indiana, other than my brother lives in Indianapolis, is every time we went to the East Coast, we had to drive through Gary, Indiana, and it smelled to high heaven of a paper mill or something they're doing in that town that made it smell awful, even with the windows rolled all the way
Hasn't it
up.
been voted like the worst city in America, Gary, Indiana? I think it has.
It's got a lot of crime there now.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was like back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s when we were going through it, but yeah, supposedly.
So I've never been to Hammond, Indiana.
I don't even know where Hammond is.
Wow.
Gary brought us Michael Jackson, bro. Come on.
Really?
Yes.
The Jacksons are from Gary, Indiana?
Yes.
Wow.
That part.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe not.
So we
then,
got
huh?
the Jacksons and the worst smells in America.
All right. What do you
There
guys
you
got
go.
coming today, man?
Well, we're going to, of course, talk next week's mini camp and what we're looking forward to. Talk a little NBA Finals. I put money on the Knicks in game 1 and 1, just kind of throwing it out there. Like, didn't do any homework or anything. I just thought maybe Brunson would be all right. I don't know about game 2. You know, Brunson's a little banged up. It's to go down 2-0 and then go out to New York. It's going to be a tough challenge. So we'll see what happens. We'll do a little college football as well with me and the ladies.
All right,
Fun.
brother.
All right, man.
Have fun.
All right. Later.
That's Tommy Mack with Helmets and Heels. And we've got, of course, after that, again, the lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran, then Blue, then Hack. The full list here on the Superstation. Everybody, y'all have a good weekend. Eat, drink, don't drink too much. For JJ, for Leon, for the Gaffer Joe, who will be back Monday. It's XLP.